Hey, what's up guys? Matt here coming to you from Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson. So today we're going to be taking a close look at 3 of the 120th year anniversary motorcycles in the 2023 model year. We're going to be taking a close look at the Road Glide, the Street Glide, and the Tri Glide. Last month I did a video on the 2 Softails that are offered in the anniversary trim, the Fat Boy and the Heritage. I still have yet to see the Ultra Limited and the CVO Road Glide Limited. So kind of crazy, we're almost halfway through the model year and I still haven't received 2 of the 7 anniversary bikes available this year, which kind of speaks to the low production numbers that Harley-Davidson is doing. In the last 20 years of anniversary bikes that Harley-Davidson has put out, it seems like every 5 years when they do an anniversary year, they're making less and less bikes and they're becoming more and more exclusive. Personally, I think that's a good thing. I think it's good that when people buy an anniversary bike, they know exactly how many are out there, because that does add to the nature of the collectability of the bike. And most of the time when people are buying these, they have to work closely with their dealer to get on the wait list or do a request from the motor company, which again I just think helps add to the exclusivity, which then in turn adds to the pride of ownership of actually getting one of these anniversary bikes. So let's kick this off first with the 120th anniversary Road Glide, and this is a Road Glide special to be exact. So the Road Glide and Street Glide anniversary bikes are definitely my favorites of all the anniversary motorcycles outside of the CVO. Of course, the CVO is my favorite, but I think a big reason for that is that they have the black trim on all the engines. So in recent years, you could get the Road Glide and Street Glide special in either the chrome or the black trim. And on the anniversary models, they've basically defaulted to the black, so you can only get them in the black trim. And that's reflected in the upcharge you pay for the anniversary bike as well. More on that in just a minute. But another thing that's kind of cool is you get the bronze wheels on the Road Glide and Street Glide anniversary models, much like that come on the ST models. So that's kind of an added bonus to the Road Glide and Street Glide anniversary models. The other bikes, besides the CVO of course, don't really have special wheels on them. It is of course the same wheel design with the Prodigy wheel. But other than that, the anniversary bikes consist of the paint called the Heirloom Red, if you guys haven't seen my past videos. And it's like this paneled fading job that is really cool paint technique. Obviously it requires a lot of extra detail paint work than just your standard paint jobs that come on the regular bikes. And then you've got this Art Deco style eagle on the side that signifies 120 years of motorcycling goodness on there. And then there's other unique covers throughout the bike, you know, things like the air cleaner cover on the ventilator air cleaner here, the cam timer cover, the derby cover there, or the clutch cover. And then the seat is also a special seat, so you've got the Harley-Davidson embroidered in the back of the seat there, and the seat is also a multi-paneled seat with different colors there. So you've got the regular black leather there, and then you've got an ox blood paneling on the seat as well on the perimeter, the edges of the seat, and then you have unique stitching, 2 different colors of stitching in the seat as well. So some pretty cool detail work in the seats. But this Heirloom Red, it's really special. Like the more and more I see it on the bikes, the more I'm just like, yeah, this is a rad color that will withstand the test of time. You know, most of the anniversary bike sets I've seen, you know, over the years are really cool and special. Harley-Davidson definitely tries to do something above and beyond to make the paint on the anniversary motorcycles, you know, above and beyond. I'll cover a couple frequently asked questions. One of the most frequently asked questions is the motor bigger? The answer is no there. Is there anything like mechanical that is better on the anniversary bikes? And the answer pretty much is no. A lot of what we see on the anniversary bikes are just cosmetic changes. You've also got the center console there that is unique to the anniversary models. So again, you've got like the anniversary 120th logos and fonts on the center console. And then of course, all of these bikes are serialized. So I think this is the 3rd year in a row, 3rd or 4th year in a row where they've been serialized. So it's a definitive number within the lineup. So the Road Glide, you've got 1,600 of these produced, and that's the same number with the Street Glide. You got 1,600 as well. The Tri Glide we'll get to in a minute, it's 1,100. Now this is definitely the special. So the rear fascia, you've got the stretch saddlebags on there, no tail light, everything's integrated into the 2 bullet turn signals, and you've got that extra fender piece at the bottom there that with that light on the back, that is your brake light. But I'm just digging the red and black contrast on these bikes. I just think these look really sharp. This Road Glide special in the anniversary trim has definitely been a hot bike for sure. Right now I think the wait time is till August, so you're waiting for about 3 months on an anniversary Road Glide if you want one. And I don't know how much longer you can even order these anniversary Road Glides. I guess until they make 1,600 of them and then it's over. But again, again, if you want an anniversary bike, the best thing to do is to contact your local dealer and put a deposit, whatever requirement that the dealership has you do, and then order one, because dealers don't really just get these randomly to go on the floor to just sell to the first guy that walks in and wants it. Pretty much all the anniversary bikes, especially at this point, are all just on a special order basis only. Alright, so let's jump over to the 120th year anniversary Street Glide Special in the heirloom red here. And pretty much everything I said about the Road Glide can be applied to the Street Glide Special as well. So black trim on the engine, you pay a $2,900 upcharge for the anniversary trim. $1,000 of that is for the black engine. You cannot get these in chrome like I mentioned. You got the Prodigy wheels on here in the bronze. You got the LED Daymaker on here, as with all the other Street Glide Specials. They started doing that a couple years ago. And pretty much everything is the same as on the Road Glide. These bikes are very, very closely related. Really, the only difference is the fairing. The fairing on the Street Glide, of course, being the fork-mounted fairing that swivels with the steering, and the Road Glide has the frame-mounted fairing that stays pointed straight. So I thought it was interesting that Harley-Davidson decided to do both the Road Glide and the Street Glide in the special version. I thought maybe they would pick one of the STs to apply the anniversary treatment to. You know, maybe have like the Road Glide be the ST and the Street Glide be the special, or vice versa, or something like that. But they decided to do both the specials. Who knows, maybe they thought this was more of a core model to apply the anniversary trim to. The STs are still, you know, relatively a new model. The Road Glide and Street Glide ST came out in the 22 model year. But if I was getting an anniversary model this year, I'd probably pick the Street Glide Special. I'm just a Street Glide guy over the Road Glide. Always have been, probably always will be. Like I mentioned earlier, there's 1,600 of these made globally. I always get comments from people that I talk to around the world that comment on just their availability of bikes in different countries internationally, and pickings are slim on some of these more special bikes. It's extremely tough to get these bikes if you live, you know, outside of the United States. Let me know what your guys' overall thoughts are about the anniversary bikes this year. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Are you guys happy with Harley-Davidson's additional content on their anniversary bikes? Do you think they could add more? Do you think they've gone above and beyond? The anniversary trim has remained relatively the same over, you know, the last 20 years. It's always paint. There's usually a uniquely designed for that anniversary medallion that they include throughout the bike. I don't know if they've always done like the primary cover and the cam timer cover. I'm trying to think back to the 100-year anniversary, which is the one that everybody always remembers because that was such a big year. The bikes definitely were not numbered bikes back in the 2003, the 100-year anniversary. So they have added a few things over the years. I think the amount of detailing and uniqueness they've added to the seats in recent years is a little bit more involved than it was, you know, say back in the 2003 model year. Also, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that every 5 years is enough time in between anniversary model years? Or do you think maybe they should go to like every 10 years or something like that? Personally, in my opinion, I think every 5 years is cool, especially if you're going to really limit the amount of bikes. If you make a ton of anniversary bikes every 5 years, to me it kind of dilutes how special they are, and therefore they'd be less desirable. So personally, I think the volume is kind of right where it needs to be, but let me know what you guys think as well. Alright, so next up, let's jump into the 120th year anniversary Tri-Glide Ultra. And this is kind of a big year for trike for Harley-Davidson. And I think since it's such a low production vehicle, you know, across all the trike models, I think some of the innovation that Harley-Davidson has applied to the trike family this year kind of gets lost a little bit. But you got the Road Glide 3 this year, which is pretty rad. That trike did a couple things this year. One, now you've got the introduction of the shark nose fairing on a Tri-Glide for the first time. And two, it's just kind of brought the trike to a whole new level of that custom bagger look applied to a trike, whereas they've always kind of tried to be that real classic traditional Harley-Davidson look. And even on the freewheeler, so the trike without a fairing on it, and they've changed the wheels, they've blacked it out, and they've kind of just upped the ante on the cool factor a little bit. But the Tri-Glide Ultra still remains your long haul tourer with the 2-up comfort with the maximum amount of storage space. You've got the large trunk on this bike plus the King Tour Pack on the back, and because you have the King Tour Pack on the back, you've also got that big wraparound backrest back there for the passenger. So a lot of surface area on this seat. So the special anniversary detailing on the seat stands out even more. You've got 1,100 of these Tri-Glide Ultras made worldwide. Last I heard, these bikes are all spoken for at this point. So I don't think that any more of these can be ordered. I'm pretty sure their production has been exhausted. This is bike 1047 of 1,100. And I don't know if they ship out necessarily in sequential order, but we actually received this trike, I want to say 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. So I think at this point in the model year, these anniversary trikes are going to be extremely hard to get. Let me hear from the trike owners out there. If you own a trike, let me know what you guys think of the anniversary treatment this year, the 120th. I think it looks really nice. There's a couple other details because of the trunk and the tour pack on the back where it says 120th anniversary on the back of the tour pack there. I think the Ultra Limited probably has the same script on the back of the lid there. And this bike is all chromed out. You cannot get it in the black trim. So this is the classic chrome here. And the wheels are your standard Tri-Glide wheels. The wheels on the other two trikes, like I mentioned, are bigger wheels in the rear. We still get calls every once in a while for the CVO Tri-Glides. Those were a very limited production bike as well. But if you're kind of looking for the top of the line Tri-Glide this year, this is going to be your bike right here. But one thing I thought would be really cool is if they brought this anniversary Tri-Glide out with the CVO wheels that came on those CVOs for 3 years. And they did 20, 21, and 22. You got all the LED lighting in the tour pack. That's nothing new or out of the ordinary. If you guys have been following my videos for the last 4 or 5 years, you'll know that Harley-Davidson has put in a lot of R&D and innovation into the whole Tri-Glide platform. In 2020, that's when they introduced the IMU and really developed what is commonly known as the RDRS for the two-wheel bikes. It wasn't called that for the Tri-Glide. That's when they improved the brakes. They helped mitigate like the one-wheel lift if you're taking a turn too hot, traction control, things like that. So there's a lot of electronic aids that are present on these Tri-Glides now, which helps, both in performance and in safety. And these things are set up just like the Ultras and the Tri-Glides have been for a while now. You've got the 2 ports for the headsets. A lot of people run the wireless now though, but if you don't want to worry about the charge or the battery or any of the connectivity stuff, then a hardwire is kind of the easy, simple way to do it. But overall, I think this thing looks good. Let me know what you guys think. And you got a lot of red on this bike. You gotta like red. And honestly, I'm not a huge red motorcycle guy, but I think with the fading and the different paneling and the different shading of the heirloom red, I think this bike pulls it off really, really well. And the other thing that I like about this year, it is distinctly the 120th year anniversary. There's really been no anniversary paint in the history of Harley-Davidson that even looks remotely close to this year's. So it's really cool that this is easily identifiable as, yep, that's 120th year. So I thought we would look at pricing just real quickly. So the base price for a Road Glide Special is $27,999. Then when you add the black finish on there, you get a $1,000 upcharge to it. So if you look at the heirloom red fade here, that adds $2,900 to it. That includes the black engine trim. So taking that out, you're basically paying $1,900 for the paint job and all the extra stuff on the covers and the seat and all that good stuff. So base price on the anniversary Road Glide Special is $30,899. Of course, you still got your surcharge for $1,000, freight's $850. You got $200 California emissions charge, and I'm pretty sure all the anniversary bikes are all equipped with the RDRS, the Reflex Defensive Rider System, for $1,100. So with the fees and options, you're looking at $34,049. That's pretty much what MSRP is on these bikes, and then you got your government like sales tax and all that stuff. So the Street Glide Special is identical pricing to the Road Glide. Seems like in years past, the pricing has always been a little bit different between the Street Glide and the Road Glide, but this model year, they made everything across the board identical, which I think is the right choice, quite frankly. So base price for a Street Glide Special is $27,999. So that's the price you're going to pay for a black one with chrome trim. And then the heirloom red fade adds $2,900. And like I mentioned, with your surcharge and your RDRS and your freight and your California emissions, if you live in California, you're looking at $34,049. For the Tri-Glide Ultra, you're looking at $36,499 as a base price. That's for a black one. And if you're looking to get into the anniversary model, the heirloom fade, it's going to set you back an extra $4,800. So that puts you at $41,299. Beyond that, surcharge on the trikes is $1,200, freight's $1,350, emissions $200. So MSRP on this bike is technically $44,049. Then you got your government fees after that. But you know, people ask me a lot of times, what do you price your bikes at? What's MSRP? That's your number right there, folks. $44,049 for the anniversary Tri-Glide Ultra. And of course, in many cases, dealerships will mark these up with added dealer markup, the dreaded ADM. We, by the way, do not have any ADM ever. Anyways, guys, that about wraps it up for the 120th year anniversary Street Glide, Road Glide, and Tri-Glide Ultra. I'll probably do one more anniversary video with the anniversary Ultra Limited and the CVO Road Glide Limited. So be looking for that probably in the next month or so. And also, guys, make sure you tune in on June 7th for all the details and kind of the big reveal for the CVO Road Glide and CVO Street Glide. A lot of new big changes happening to those bikes. So yeah, make sure you tune in and check those out. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, if you're looking for a Harley-Davidson in Southern California, make sure you come check us out at Laidlaw's Harley-Davidson. Come see me and my team, say hi, whatever. Stop by on one of your rides. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Later.